You're a beginner. You're new. You don't have much financial literacy. You're trying to figure out what can you do to start to build some wealth for you, your family, and future generations. Please watch this video. On this video, I'm going to give you 5 tools that are free that you can begin to use right now today to help you build some wealth and to start to get on the right track and be headed towards financial freedom, financial literacy, and wealth building. Now, I'm not going to give you fluff. I'm not going to give you a lot of pie in the sky, utopia. I'm going to do my best to give you guys things that you can use that are useful, helpful, and applicable to any situation. So let's jump right into it. Number one, the first wealth building tool that's free that you can use is people. Now, I don't mean use people in a negative way or a bad way or a disrespectful, rude way. But what I mean is the network of people that you're around, the network of people that are in your circle. You can change that today. It takes no money to change the people that you associate with, the people that you deal with, the people that you are connected to, that you follow or that follow you. You don't have to have any money to change the people you are around. And people are a resource. People are a big part of building wealth because people are going to help build you up. They're going to give you new knowledge. They're going to give you new information. They're going to expose you to new experiences, and they can help change the way you think of the world, the way you perceive the world. See, a lot of what wealth is and money itself is not just tangible. A lot of it is how you think, right? Having what we call a money mindset or a wealth mindset. Changing your mind first starts with the information that you have, the new knowledge. And by being around new people, having new associates, having new people that you have conversations with on a regular basis, that's going to change your perspective. Just like people can bring you down, people can also lift you up. And if you're around the right people, they can have a tremendous effect on your thinking, your thought process, the way you look at money, the way you look at wealth, the ideas you have, and the thoughts you have. And ultimately, the behavior that you exhibit can all change by the people that you're around on a regular, consistent basis. So you want to develop a network of people that are where you want to go, where you want to be. When you begin to do that, you're going to lose some people along the way. You're going to lose some friends. You're going to lose some family because people that struggle, they want you to struggle with them. And you're going to have people that want to hold you back and pull you down and be negative people and be naysayers about what you want. Maybe you share some ideas with them and they don't agree with it. Listen, get away from those people and gravitate towards people that are a part of where you want to go, your future. Now, again, it costs no money. It's going to cost some heartache, some pain, but it's not going to cost money. And if you don't have no money, I'm talking to you guys that don't have anything, that are starting with zero. This is what you can do first. Develop a new group of people that help push you, that challenge the way you think, that give you new ideas, new thoughts, new possibilities, right? That's number one. The second free wealth building tool that you can do right now for beginners that don't have a lot of money is take full advantage of time. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, I don't have much time because I don't have much money and I got to use all my time to work. No, you have some free time. Use that free time to, as I said before, build up new knowledge. Read new things, begin to take in new information in that time. Listen, the person that has no money has the same 24 hours as the person that has some money. And many of those people that have some money, they spend 8 hours a day, just like the person who has no money, working. See, everybody that's rich and wealthy doesn't drive Lamborghinis and vacation every day and sit around and do nothing. Many of these people that have money are out working and working hard. They're spending 8 to 10 hours working, just like you are spending 8 to 10 hours working. So if they're spending 8 to 10 hours working, what are they doing differently in their free time? What are they doing differently in the time they're not working? You need to figure out what that is and start using your time in a similar manner. If it takes getting a trade on the side, if it takes going to school on the side, if it takes doing something to up your skills, build a business, whatever it may be, you need to make sure you're spending your time developing self, developing something that's going to pay off down the road. It could be a side business, a side gig, could be some type of skill that you want to develop into something more. It could be a business that you want to start where you're going to employ some people and you're going to actually sell a good or service or product, whatever it may be. Start using your time better. Start using your time more efficient. Start using your time gathering new information, planning your goals, creating something, building something, developing a product that you can sell, developing services that you can sell. Spend that time not watching TV or the football game or the basketball game, but spend that time doing something that's going to pay off down the road. And time as a tool of wealth is way more important than just money. Now, number three is budgeting your money that you do have. Taking good care of what you currently have and currently bring in. Hey guys, if you cannot properly budget and manage $2,000 a month, you will not be able to properly budget and manage $200,000 a month. See, you got to be good with the small amounts. You got to be solid with what you currently have. That's going to prepare you for down the road. You're not always going to make $10 an hour. You're not always going to be working just at the post office making $18 an hour. At some point down the road, as your earnings go up and you employ some of these good habits, you're going to be earning more money. And you've got to budget and you've got to learn how to take care of that money and be a good steward over your finances. How do you start that? With a budget, because a budget is going to organize you. It's going to take what you have coming in, income, and what you have going out, outgo or outflow or expenses, and it's going to analyze and monitor and measure. It's all about being organized. It's all about monitoring. It's all about self-discipline, and a budget helps you do that. I see many, many people that try to make more and more, and they try to earn more and make more and increase their income, but they're not even taking care of what they currently have. They're not even taking care of their current income. They're not even monitoring and controlling their current expenses. You got to get a handle on the right now, because getting a handle on the right now money that you have is going to help you form some type of goals and figure out where you want to go down the road, right? If you have a problem with no money right now, or you have a problem and you don't have a whole lot of money left over at the end of the month, then guys, you got to figure out how you're going to change that. Now, you can't begin to change anything until you figure out exactly where you are right now. You can't improve a situation unless you can face the current situation that you're in. So be careful trying to earn more money and make more money and bring in more money and increase your income if you're not tightening down on the current income that you have right now, because you could be just throwing more money at bad habits, more money at wrong thinking, more money at a poor mentality, more money on top of a poor mindset, more money on top of bad money behaviors, right? That's not going to help you. So you want to make sure you develop the habit, the discipline, the structure, the organization of making a monthly budget, so you can track your expenses and track your income. And ultimately, you can spill that over to track your net worth, your assets, and your liabilities. But it starts with a budget. A budget is free. It's going to cost you some time, but it won't cost you no money to sit down every couple of weeks or every month and go over your budget and understand what you have and what you don't have, what you bring in and what you send out. Very important. Hey guys, if you're getting anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, smash the like button, share the video, and also drop me a comment. What is another free wealth building tool that beginners can begin to use as they start to gain some financial literacy and gain some wealth along the way? Now, number four is this. Number four is attitude. Number four is optimism. You got to have the right attitude if you want to build some wealth. Now, you may be saying, that's fluff. That's not true. You don't need to have a good attitude. Yeah, you do have to have a positive attitude. You can't achieve nothing in this life if you don't have an amount of belief and faith that you can do it. Because otherwise, guess what? If you don't believe you can do it, you won't even try. If you don't believe you can build wealth, you wouldn't have clicked on this video in YouTube if you didn't believe. So attitude and the belief is very, very important. You got to believe. You got to have an attitude that says, I can do it. The world can be a better place and I can make it a better place. If you can start to believe that and have the right attitude, it opens the door for wealth. When you say, I can, guess what? Positive things start flowing to you when you start believing, when you start thinking that it's possible, when you have the right attitude. Think about it like this. If you don't have the right attitude, you won't befriend the right people. If you don't have the right attitude, you won't even take the time to create a budget. And if you don't have the right attitude, then you're probably going to waste a lot of time. So, attitude is the start of all of these things. It probably could be the most important thing on this list. Don't just blow it off like it's nothing or like it doesn't matter. Oh, I heard that in third grade. The reason you heard it in third grade and the reason you heard it when you were 18 and when you were 25 is because it's important. It matters. It's going to help push you to do the other four things on this list. Now, number five is this: the fifth free wealth building tool is simply this: you got to have a vision. You got to have some imagination. You got to have some planning. You got to be looking out in your future and saying, what is out there for me in 5 years? What is out there for me in 15 or 20 years? Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? You got to be thinking and having the right vision for your life, the right vision for where you want to go with your money, where you can go with your money. You got to see it. Everything happens in the mind before it happens in the physical, right? Everything happens. Somebody had to think about a camera that's going to watch other people on a platform called YouTube. Somebody had to think of YouTube. Somebody had to think of this microphone. Somebody had to think of a computer. Somebody had to think of all the things that we see that are actual things and that are tangible right now. Those things all started with a vision. So what that means is, before your wealth gets here, see yourself as wealthy. Envision yourself as wealthy. Now, when you make a vision, there's a couple of other things that go along with that. The first thing is have a vision, a big picture of where you want to be. But secondly, begin to develop a few goals underneath that vision. In other words, if you see yourself with $1 million net worth in 10 years, then now you got to develop some goals. And I'm not talking about a whole bunch of goals, just a few goals that are measurable that you can do to achieve where you see yourself. You want to develop some goals. You want to write them down, vision board, put them on your computer, wherever, write them down. And then after you write down the goals that support your vision, then you want to write down some action steps. Action steps are things you're going to do on a regular, every day, or once a week or once a month basis to reach your goals. So, in other words, you can't just have a vision and just say, hey, I want to be in so and so. You got to be doing something. You have to do something to get to where you want to go. If your vision 10 years down the road is $1 million net worth, guess what? You got to have some goals to get there. If you achieve one, two, and three, you can reach where you want to go. And then under number one, two, and three, you got to have 3 or 4 action steps for each goal that can help you reach the goal that's going to help you reach the vision. In other words, you're strategizing. You're putting together a plan to get to where you want to go. That's important. And that is free. It costs no money. A vision, goals, and action steps to reach it. You need to have that. That is totally free. That's a part of building wealth. That's setting you in the right direction and on the right path to build wealth. It's very, very important. So listen, on this video, I wanted to give you 5 wealth building tools that are free. I hope this video was able to help motivate you, inspire you, and maybe even encourage you to say, listen, even though I have nothing right now, I'm a beginner when it comes to financial literacy. I'm just starting out. Just because I have nothing now and I want to build some wealth doesn't mean I have to end with nothing. Doesn't mean I have to live my entire life with nothing. I can do some things that are free right now to help get to where I want to go in terms of financial literacy and in terms of building some wealth for myself, my family, and my future. If you got anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, share the video with somebody you believe needs to hear this message. And then drop me a comment below. What are some other free wealth building tools that anybody can use starting from zero? Guys, the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Do me a favor, take care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.